White woman actually asked a question and she actually wants us to give her answer, and I'm happy that a lot of people are available to actually give her the answer that she actually deserves. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. If this is the first time I tune in, do what, subscribe, like this video, drop in your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with that being said, let's go ahead. Let me roll out the clips I have for you guys so that you guys can actually hear what she actually asks us and hear exactly the answer that she wants that we're giving her. This is the real definition or the reality of F around and find out, and she is finding out the right way. Anyways, let's get right into it and I'll be back with commentaries.
A question: are we calling our own selves crackers when we realize something we should have a long time ago because of our privilege, or are we just calling other white people crackers when they are proud to identify that they are white when the rest of us just really aren't right now in this climate and world? Something that I should have realized a long time ago as a mom, what a privilege it is that I do not have to worry nor educate my children in ways that others do. And now that apparently it's okay to profile in certain situations, although in many ways it's okay to profile now, according to the government, we all know there has always been profiling, right? We all know that. So, for example, if we were to profile the people who are most likely to implement a school pew pew, there would be my son would have been profiled because he is a white, grew up middle class up until a few years ago in a religious environment. So, you know, there's very many factors as to why he would have been profiled. Did I ever worry that he would be? No, not even one time. Profile people we were concerned that would do inappropriate things to our children, then we would profile white men, right? Are they worried about that? No, absolutely not. So we all know that the profiling has happened, and we know the people who are historically and currently profiled. The thing that made me feel so ridiculous to realize today as I was thinking about this is how I would feel if hypothetically my son was inevitably going to be profiled by somebody. What kind of education would I need to worry about giving him? If I had to think every single day there's a possibility that somebody might profile my son and cause him harm or put him in danger, then I would educate him, right? I would tell him, you need to be careful what you say. You need to make sure that you don't engage in this and that because somebody could think this or assume that. And I would have all of these ways that I would constantly be wondering and making sure that my son understood the consequences of his actions even when they're not wrong, because at any given point in time a random person can just decide that it's wrong based upon how he looks and put him in harm's way. I am so freaking clueless to what so many moms go through and have gone through every day of their lives. And I'm sitting here having this hypothetical thoughts in my head for a lot of reasons today. How freaking privileged we are as white moms. There are moms out there that have astronomically more things to worry about for their children every day, more things to educate their children about, that there should be no reason that they have to educate them about. And it is strictly based on the color of their skin. And today I am infuriated. I am so heartbroken. And I also feel like a privileged cracker that I have never thought deeply enough to have empathy for all of the moms that have it so much worse for literally no reason at all except for hatred and bias and things that have nothing to do with their children's character. You can train and you can teach all you want, but you can't control other people, and we know that. But I don't wake up every single day knowing 100% that one of my children will be profiled that day and could be put into danger because of it. As somebody who advocates for others in the healthcare system and feels like I have a much of an understanding that I can on disparity in healthcare and bias and systemic isms, I guess I'm just surprised at myself that I am thinking this deeply about this for the first time.
Good morning. Good morning. Guys, it's getting petty and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's getting petty and I'm loving it. Guys, check this out. You know, old Moses Mike Johnson, that's what he called himself. He's been delaying the swearing in of the latest congresswoman because she has agreed to be the 218th signature to release those Epstein files, right? Well, he's not gonna swear her in. Yeah, he's refraining from swearing her in. So this interesting gentleman from Grindr came out and said to Mike Johnson personally, he said, this is for Mike Johnson. If you're not Mike Johnson, keep scrolling. He said, Mike Johnson, you got till Wednesday to swear her in, or I'm releasing your Grindr profile. Come on with it, baby. Dude said, you got till Wednesday. And if you don't swear her in, I'm going to release your Grindr profile. Y'all know what Grindr is. That's that gay dating site or gay setup site. And he said, not only will I release your Grindr profile, I'm also going to release your IP address. He said, yeah, bitch, I come with receipts. He said, I come with receipts. You got to Wednesday. Well, I want y'all to keep this gentleman in your prayers and that he stays protected. Because he came on later with an update saying that it's been a crazy 24 hours, which you know what that means. He says, but he's been in touch with some great lawyers and he's in a safe place. But he was not trying to shake him down. He was not going to profit anything from doing this. He wanted the files released. So you know what they're doing. You know they're threatening the gentleman. Because God forbid the truth comes out. See, they all spend their time hiding behind this big curtain while they pretend to be one thing. Behind that curtain, they all getting their freak on. And they don't want that to get out. They want to be able to rule your life with a hard iron fist and tell you what you cannot do and what is morally bankrupt and what is morally wrong when they're running around here getting their freak on behind the curtain. But see, they think they can stay hidden in the cloak of darkness because they got their money, and evidently they're paying these people a lot of money to keep quiet. Well, I think it's time. Money is not worth everything, and all money ain't good money. And right now, with what we're battling for, money is not it. So I think it's time that people come on out. If you got information on these people that will really show the country who these people really are, it needs to be out because they're perpetrating a certain type of lifestyle that they are not living. And they should be called out on that, especially when they're demanding everybody else lives this lifestyle that they aren't even living. So I'm with the dude. I hope the guy, dude, I don't know your name, I'm sorry, but I hope you're safe. and stay safe. And he also said that he's not the only one with this information. So that was letting them know, if anything happened to me, this information is still gonna come out. It's that kind of seriousness. So, I wonder what's gonna happen between now and Wednesday. Y'all think he gonna go ahead and swear her in, or you think they're gonna try to pull another Charlie Kirk with this guy as well? I'm just wondering. But I say, don't wait till Wednesday. Let it out. I say everybody who has concrete evidence of these people living an alternative lifestyle, they need to come out with it. If the American public does not have the right to privacy, does not have the right to keep what they do behind closed doors, if they don't have that right, surely they don't either. And they're in the public eye. The American citizens are not. We're just private citizens trying to go about our life, living our life as we see fit. So if they think that they can have the control, the power, and the right to tell other people how to live, don't you think we should be able to see how they live it? I mean, it's just, when you want to take on that, when you want to tell people, dictate to people what is right, what is wrong, what is holy, and what is demonic, I think your life should be an example of it, and it shouldn't be something that's kept in the dark. So the only reason y'all don't want this information to come out is because y'all don't want y'all dark side revealed. Too bad, so sad. It is what it is. Y'all created this monster. Y'all nurtured it. Y'all fed it. Y'all grew it. So now it's time for y'all to live by it. It's time for y'all to be affected by it. This y'all monster. But anyway, guys, I hope the guy released every bit he got. I hope he released everything. I'm so sick of these hypocrites. I'm so sick of these two-faced, spineless, yellow-back, liver-lily cowards. I'm sick of them. It's time to put them out to pasture where they belong, because they do not have the integrity or the courage or the strength to be leaders. None of them are. They cower to the first thing that they figure is either more powerful than them or can give them power and money. I'm sick of them. It's time to get rid of them. We're in this state that we're in now because every last Republican except for 3 will not do the right thing and get this information out here, which they ran on, that they would release these files. Now all of a sudden they all got amnesia. Now they don't know anything about one of the files out. Now it's a hostile act toward the White House if these files come out. That alone tells you what you need to know. That alone tells you right there what you need to know. Only thing a hostile act can be considered is if somebody trying to bring harm to you. How can releasing those files bring harm to the White House? How? If he's not in them, how? He says he's not in those files, so how is that a hostile act against the White House? Y'all, they are feeding y'all whatever it is they want to shove down your throats, and y'all taking it. But I'm telling you right now, I say, spill your guts. Spill it. Tell everybody everything. Please. It's time to pull off the mask. It's time to raise that curtain and show the entire country what these people are about and what they're doing and what their lifestyle looks like, while they up here trying to tell you how to live your life. I think you have the right to get a peek into what their life is like. If you don't want people in your bedroom, stay out of other people's bedroom. So, Mr. Man, please release that Grindr profile and that IP address. And any of your friends that are out there, y'all join in with them. Because you know that at that Charlie Kirk funeral, they crashed Grindr. Like they did at the Congress, the Republican, what is it? They Democratic, the Republican Party caucus, whatever, where that big convention. They crashed Grindr again. Wherever the Republicans gather, whatever city they gather in, they crash Grindr. That's pure fact. So it's time to release all of that information. Quit saving them. Quit protecting them by keeping them in the cloak of darkness. Shine that spotlight on them just like they shine that spotlight on y'all. Anyway, y'all, I got to get out of here. I just wanted to bring that to you. I also want to tell y'all, have a wonderful day. And before I leave, I just got one question. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Is it great again yet? I'm nosy as hell. Toodles.
The thing I'm happy about this administration showing is showing white people how black people have been felt. Y'all were saying we were conspiracy theorists. Y'all were saying we were victims. We always want to be victims when we were telling y'all our history, right? And now y'all going through all these rabbit holes and y'all actually looking at the legislation like, wow, why can't we progress as a country? And then you're seeing that every single piece of legislation that's held us back from progressing in technology or education is literally because of racism and misogyny. It's literally because they don't want their women out here mingling with minority men. It's literally because they don't want their kids going to college and getting quote unquote woke. It's literally because they don't want to be in a workplace with us. They don't want to be in our presence. Y'all are seeing this now, right? The reason that we don't have universal health care, racism. Every single piece. China has been, the past 30 years have been flying past us in technology. We could have been on this, but we haven't because of racism and the lack of education. And they're attacking intellectualism because they think it's making people woke. From a young age, little black boys are told, 5 years old, hey, I know you're a little boy, but these people are going to look at you as a man now. You have to learn how to respect authority. By 10 years old, we're told that slavery didn't end because of any type of moral compass that these people had. It ended because of an economic standpoint that some people in the North were saying that we were going to have our downfall. During Reconstruction, we could have kept progressing, but the racism in our country is stronger than our progression. It's always held us back. We could have had FDR literally reconstructing our whole country, but no, the racists would not allow it. Not for too long. I mean, we got Barack Obama as president when I was in the 8th grade. By the time 2012 came, the Republicans were funding Turning Point USA because they said they got the youth. We need to indoctrinate the youth. These people are becoming too woke at these college campuses. And we need to indoctrinate the youth. Turning Point USA, $12 million behind it. Billionaires. Billionaires are funding legislation to have us move backwards in a country just because they don't want the progression of minorities. They don't want the progression of women. And we keep on telling y'all this. Every single piece of legislation that's holding us back is because of racism. And now y'all are finally going down these little rabbit holes. You're having your little woke up moment and you're going down this history lessons and you're saying, wow, this is crazy. We've been told this our whole life. We've been told that every single piece from the state level all the way up, from the county level, from redlining. We're talking about economics. We're talking about loans. We're talking about just owning homes. We're talking about getting educated on the stock market. Everything that we could be educated on more, we're held back because of racism and misogyny. They hate women and they hate minorities. I'm talking about just the basic civil liberties that people just are asking to have. Y'all are now seeing that, hey, wow, this was never about the price of eggs, huh? Yeah. This was never about conservative values. This was never about the Bible. This was never about loving thy neighbor. This was about hate from the jump. And I think you all are finally seeing it, that we're not victims. We're not always playing the victim. We're actually, the fact that we're actually still resilient after all of these years, when we could really be getting a lot worse. And we keep on progressive. And the fact that black women are leading the demographics in the most educated, and black men are more and more getting educated and going to trade school and going to college now, they hate it. We're actually progressing. Every single time you look up, we're progressing. And they don't like that. Because a white man should be able to go to state college because his father went there and his father donated to the college and he got him through college after he cheated through school, and he should be able to get a job at an entry level at a big financial firm, right? But the black woman went out and got a double bachelor's, a master's degree, and sometimes even a doctorate just to get the same job and get paid less. And now they're saying that they're not qualified. Now y'all seeing, y'all going down these rabbit holes, y'all looking like, wow, what do they mean they're not qualified? I'm looking at their qualifications. They look qualified. They got the experience, they got the internships, they got the education. They come from the neighborhoods, they come from the communities, they come from the county that they're trying to represent, and they still saying that they're not qualified. Are y'all paying attention? There's black men swinging from trees in the South in 2025, and y'all said the racism was over. Are y'all paying attention now? I don't think y'all was paying attention before. I just thought, you know what I'm saying? You know? Political leaders, Democratic political leaders, they ran in their house and unalived them in cold blood, and no national news was saying a fucking word. But the Turning Point guy that got funded by the billionaires to indoctrinate the youth for the Republican Party get hit in the neck, and now what? Erica Kirk was in them pageants. Now y'all seeing, they just conspiracy theorists. Erica Kirk was in them pageants, them Trump pageants. It's all coming together now. Everything's adding up. Those files are coming out. Another billionaire in New York, a finance billionaire, just got caught up torturing women in his building. It's all coming out. These people are pigs. They're racist. They're misogynist. They love little girls. They love little boys. The groypers, every single one of them are disgusting. I think we need to separate the country.
Also, on a side note, you guys, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, has once again refused to swear in the Arizona Congress member for them to be the 218th.
Johnson gets away with not seating Adelita Kajalva. What kind of precedent does this set for the future of this country? We are genuinely fucked after that, and it's too far gone. It is absolutely unbelievable that there are still people on the right that don't see this. And it is equally unbelievable that the deeply conservative Democratic Party that is inept, dead, and lazy has nothing to do or say or show for this. This is one of those moments where I'm not making an accusation of FACism because of aesthetics or an opinion. This is a material reason that is actually autocratic and actually evil.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. Welcome. And you guys can actually hear from each of the clips. And one of the good things I love about this administration as well was the fact that they are able to prove to these people to see exactly what people that look like me are actually going through. So it is a good one. So if I don't applaud Trump for anyone, for anything, I'm going to be applauding him for this, because the wake-up call that he actually gave them is really hitting them hard. He's making them to see that even with your privilege, he can still take that away from you. And he has been cutting a lot of things that we are already aware of. So I'm happy that they have been able to test what the black community is actually testing, despite the fact that a lot of them cannot bring down their shoulder pad to be able to admit to it. But yeah, did Trump actually deliver exactly what they are looking for? Yes. And that is why when I see videos of black people actually thanking Donald Trump, I am so excited to do such kind of videos. Because why? The moment we are thanking him, we're trying to let them know how they have been fooled by every single step of the administration, how the administration has been treating them, how the administration have been able to prove to them that you don't only put me here on the seat, but I'm going to show you guys the reality of what it means to be a ruler or a dictator. And at the end of the day, he will come here and be like, they say I am a dictator. Am I a dictator? No, sir, you are not a dictator. You are only doing what the Lord actually asks you to do. And I'm happy you're doing it the right way. And I'm happy that the way they are finding out, the reality is actually hitting on them left, right, back, and center. So the privilege as it stands now do not really matter, because nobody cares about your privilege anymore as a white person. As it stands right now, it is fight for yourself, feed your family, let me fight for myself and also feed my family. So it simply means every single bit of heat that the people that look like me are actually going in through, these people are also getting the heat. And of which, do I love it? Yes. Am I happy? Over happy, because it is not only the people that look like me that have to be going through fire, that have to be going through segregation, that have to be going through Jim Crow. When you even tell them that 70% of them are on welfare, they will come here and debunk it and tell you that people that look like me are the ones that are on welfare. I think there's actually a DEI video that I actually did where a lot of them were actually coming online to claim that people that benefited more are black people, especially black women, and statistics have been able to prove to them that they are the ones that were benefiting more. And right now, everything has been cut down, everything has been slashed down, reality check, finding out the hard way. I am so excited to always see them come on this place to cry out their eyes out. And I love it when I see them do videos like, oh, I regret it. I regret pushing. I love it, because that is actually what these people really need. They needed someone like the Orange Man to set them on track and make them realize that life is not all bed of roses, right? The only thing that we care about as white supremacy is we and our family. So you as a minority or as someone that is not in the upper hand, you have to look out for what can actually make you stand. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with no further ado, I'm going to say bye and I'll see you guys in my next one. Do not talk that I come back for more. Bye for now. I love you. Mwah!